It's your boy Ngono in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, this video is going to be special because we're going to talk about Felipe Coutinho. Well, he's opened up about hhis future. What does he have any idea, or does he have any issues with Ronald Koeman? Where is he actually heading in this summer transfer window? We'll come to know everything about it, so keep watching the video till the end. So let's move on with the first news. Well, Napoli would like to sign a young defender and an experienced defender. Gattuso has requested Socrates to fill the latter position. So yes, Socrates is about to be he's a Neapolitan. Yes, he's going to be joining Napoli soon because they are very much keen to get him, and I think Arsenal are definitely willing to let him go. Well, moving on. In the likely event Gabriel Magalhaes joins, Arsenal have spent £135 million on 9 centre-backs since January 2015, and signing Gabriel, so they've recouped less than 30 million of it, 30 million pounds of it, and spent 135 million. Imagine that. And a significant chunk came from selling Christian Bielik. A lot of churn and wasted money in that position. So yes, you can understand that in that position we have actually spent a lot and actually wasted instead of making the value of the players in that position. So yes, you can understand the struggling position that we have actually frustratingly, the club's defense never improved, and nor we did make sure that these people are sold off in a better resale value. So yeah, Katie McCabe has tweeted out after she's feeling really sad about the loss against Paris Saint-Germain women. She tweeted out, "Gutted. Thank you for all the support. We will come back stronger together @ Arsenal Women FC." So yes, she has actually told everyone that yes, everything will be fine. So yeah, that is really beautiful from her. But let's talk about it. David Ornstein tweets out the future of Arsenal's new appointments in the backroom staff. He says the set-piece specialist Andreas Jonsson started at Arsenal yesterday. Arsenal are also appointing new analyst. Assistant goalkeeping coach Sal Bibo exits. Backroom team is definitely under the wraps. Well, the backroom team is definitely is going to be tailor-made again. So yes, assistant goalkeeping coach Sal Bibo has left. Yes, he has left as well. So moving on. Well, moving more on it, Joe Montemurro, Arsenal women's coach, has reacted to the last day before's night's defeat to Paris Saint-Germain women. Well, he actually said on one hand he was actually frustrated with the results and elements of our performance, but on the other, bursting with pride for his players' dedication, commitment and attitude. So he was asked about his overriding emotions at the final whistle. He says, "Mixed feelings. There's a lot of disappointment and different emotions going through me right now. You always think about what you could have, should have or would have done in hindsight, and I'll obviously be questioned for my selections and changes in the game. That's what happens to coaches. We have to be realistic and understand that these teams are very strong and they invest heavily in powerful players. For us to be better, we have to compete and not make the mistakes we made tonight." And he was asked about on being punished for a sloppy start. He said, "I think we were unable to press because the game became quite long and they were developing from deep. I think the biggest problem is that they were lowering their number 9 to overload the midfield, and then they were suddenly going beyond our defensive areas out wide. We fixed that up, but to be honest, I don't think tactically we got it too wrong. It was just phases and situations of the game where they gained momentum. We gained momentum, and then they had a big period in the second half where we backed off a little bit. Was it physical or not? I'm not sure. The early challenge for Jean Beatty threw out the game plan because it was a change lost, and we then had to reassess how we made our changes." Well, this is it. He's not feeling bad about it, but let's move on. Edu Gaspar has opened up about Freddie Ljungberg. He says, "I always mentioned to him that he was the first person to invite me to go to dinner, and I remember Fred with his hat, hair, the style. Sometimes people looked and said, 'Oh, Fred's a crazy guy,' but he was the opposite and he treated me as a very close friend." So yes, those are the memories, man. Those are the memories of the legends. Well, moving on. Well, yes, somebody actually, Sunshine, I guess, he actually prompted and asked me about a new name, Emmanuel Dennis. Well, this guy, well, will he be joining from Club Brugge to Arsenal? Well, yes, there was a report from a court offside that Arsenal, Leeds and Everton are battling for 40 million euros forward Emmanuel Dennis. Well, he had actually risen to prominence over the past 3 seasons with Brugge, for whom he scored 2 goals in the Champions League in 2019-2020, as well as 5 times in the Belgian top flight. Well, yes, but it looks like it came from caught offside, so I won't believe it 100%. Well, let's talk about it. Well, according to a source, Morik92, he's actually mentioned that no signals from UAE for Hossein Aouar. From sources close to Olympique Lyon, they've confirmed that the Bayern Conakry have not yet made official offers for the midfielder. On the other hand, two important clubs which have not been revealed to me have shown up in a concrete way, so you can understand one of those two clubs is definitely Arsenal. Well, yes, let's talk about it. The second could be Manchester City. That is all we all know about it. Well, moving on, Arsenal defender Rob Holding is free to complete a transfer to Leeds according to certain reports. Well, yes, the Gunner centre back is reportedly out of one of 15 players up for sale at the Emirates by Mikel Arteta. Well, Holding made just 8 Premier League appearances for the North Londoners this season, and yes, with Saliba joining in and definitely Gabriel Magalhaes's imminent arrival, I doubt that there will be chances given to this guy. But let's see. And Marcelo Bielsa is desperate to land a defender, so let's see how things will turn out. Well, not only this. Well, did you know our last 3 defensive signings include William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes and Kieran Tierney, and combined for a combined total of £77.3 million. Well, let's see how Saliba and Gabriel end up, because we love what Tierney is doing for Arsenal. So if these three can link up, that is well spent £77 million on the defense. That is unbelievable, man. And yes, according to a source, Mohamed Bouhafsi has opened up about it. He says full agreement now reached between all parties. Gabriel will be an Arsenal player. He's expected to travel to London on Tuesday to do his medical, but at the end of the day, just like Mohamed Salisu, he would have to spend 14 days on quarantine. Well, yes, Rafinha Alcantara's priority destination is the Premier League. Everton, Arsenal and West Ham were all possible destinations for him. He is available for £14 million and is not in Ronald Koeman's plan. So yes, one of the Barcelona players who is definitely not wanted at Barcelona by Ronald Koeman is Rafinha Alcantara. Well, Arsene Wenger has opened up about Samir Nasri leaving Arsenal and signing for Manchester City. He said, frankly, you don't go to Manchester City to win titles. Players go to City because they pay much better than Arsenal. But that backfired Papa Wenger, didn't it? Well, moving on. Well, yes, happy birthday to legendary former Arsenal kitman and Arsenal woman manager Vic Akers, who turns 74 today, a legend in the name itself. Well, moving on. Well, yesterday, Bayern Munich actually won against Paris Saint-Germain. It was 1-0 victory, a close call. But, you always need to understand that Bayern were pressing and they were very difficult to even topple in any part of the game. Paris had 2-3 chances. It's pretty much simple, guys. If you got to beat Bayern, they're going to give you 2-3 chances. That is, if you try hard, and if you don't take those chances, definitely more chances won't come your way. So Arsenal Academy actually congratulated Serge Gnabry. They tweeted out, "Congratulations on winning the Champions League, Serge Gnabry. We are so proud of you." And yes, just as the life moves on, Arsenal woman tweeted out, "A new week, new start. All attention turns to the Barclays FAWSL." And yes, the training has already begun. So that's unbelievable to see that. And yes, Gabriel's Lille ranking in Ligue 1: 70% tackle success, 78 clearance. He's second among the Lille defenders. Last season he was dual success 67%, first passes 1483 passes made, he is first again, and aerial success 65%. If you've got a defender who passes a lot and has 65% aerial success, trust me on this guy is definitely decent enough to help you. Well, moving on, well, let's talk about it. Welcome to the Arsenal, Lindsay Jonathan. Well, yes, the defender has arrived from Tottenham, man. Yes, he has arrived at the Arsenal Academy, and I hope he definitely improves us in the long run. Well, moving on. Well, yes, Conrad Harrison has tweeted out, "It's confirmed that Aubameyang has signed a new 3-year deal with Arsenal worth $225k per week, which can rise to $300k with bonuses. No option for another year. Hashtag Arsenal, hashtag Aubameyang, hashtag news, hashtag contract." So yes, it is almost done. Let's just not jump into it. But also there's another fun fact about Serge Gnabry. Well, Serge Gnabry is the first player to sign scholarship terms with Arsenal who has gone on to win the Champions League since the academy system was overhauled in 1998, because Ashley Cole signed trainee forms in 1997. So Serge Gnabry since 1998 is the first first player who signed scholarship terms with Arsenal and went on to win the Champions League. Well, let's jump right into it and let's talk about something big, because Felipe Coutinho has opened up about his future. Well, issuing an update, Felipe Coutinho, he refused to rule out any Arsenal transfer as he issues update on his future. He said, while talking about an update in the Portugal after the game against Paris Saint-Germain, he said, "I thought about it. Now I have to go back to Barcelona. I want to work hard to have a great year. I don't know if it will be with Barcelona, but I want to work hard. So he does not know his future, guys. Yes, he does not know his future for now. And yes, I believe personally that yes, I think if he goes to Barcelona, you never know. You don't have. You just have to believe the coach, and you got to see if Suarez, Messi are going to come back with the whole emotional status and everything. Because Barcelona have openly mentioned that they would want to change the whole striking abilities of Suarez. They would want to change the defensive structure at Barcelona. So all the senior players are definitely not interested, or probably are hurt with that statements as well. To go to Barcelona for any player would be suicide for me in terms of this year, because they're going to waste a year, because you never know, Ronald Koeman could be a success and could not be a success. That's still a risk. But against Real Madrid, I think it will be very difficult for them. Couple that with Sevilla and other teams that can definitely turn the tide around as they did last season. So it will be difficult in my opinion. Coutinho should definitely move on, not because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I think he should definitely have some different pastures in his life right now. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. We are on a mission, or a new mission, to reach 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to miss the live, because do not miss the live at all, because we got something special for you in the live. So let's see. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.